when we decided to take a break, we were like, guys, we can't address a lot of issues, a lot of intense issues that we need to address with these 15 minutes we have. And also, not everything can be addressed the way we want. We can't have
and we can't address things just by the way, and then we brush it off. Yeah.
So we decided we'll come up with a podcast where we'll address these issues.
Yeah.
So actually, one time we were shooting, we have shot several episodes. We were discussing about one topic that literally me and Makena fought while we were shooting it.
Yeah.
And we were like, wow, we
had
have
to
a
change.
crisis.
We had to change the topic and address another topic. So you can imagine if it's hard enough for us who are peers, us who think the same, like people who have the same vision, we've gone through the same thing, and like we are working on the same project and we have the same vision for the same project. If we are fighting about these things, if we find it hard sometimes to have a level-minded conversation, how much harder is it for a young person to talk to their parents? How much harder is it for a young person to go to their teacher, to go to their elder sister? It's really, really hard.
Yeah.
So I'm like, one thing we always say is we have to start now because we have a very long way to go. So we have to start now with the little that we know, with the little that we have, and just invite our peers and the general public to join the conversation.
Do you wish that a lot of parents, teachers, older people actually watch Media and Crisis?
Yes.
Do you wish that they do?
Yeah, we actually, when we came back, even right now when we are doing like the short clips for Instagram with the whole comical aspect, when we are doing the podcast, which are pretty lengthy, and it's a conversation, as we were saying, even as we are learning, even the way we are putting this is we also don't know. We want to learn from people. We also don't have the knowledge. We're also learning. So that we want somewhere where we can have a conversation. We're actually writing Media and Crisis as a proper full series. Maybe in future when you have the right funding, because to do such a series like Blood and Water, and everything, you really need a lot of input. It really needs. So we have this ambitious project with the team whereby we want to do a proper series, a full series, 4 seasons, 45 to 50 minutes per episode, well budgeted for, well casted. The crew is, top notch, just to be able to tell. So that is our ambition. If it will take us 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, it will happen. But for now, especially with the podcast, we will really love
to just start the conversation.
Have older people join in, and
Yeah, when we come back, we're going to be talking about the podcast and where you guys can actually be able to watch it or listen to it, that is. And we'll be talking all about it and how you can also be a part of it and what they expect you to do, probably from the content point of view. They probably want to hear your story, or maybe they just want you to make sure that you subscribe or you just go on any platform. And we're talking about the podcast and some of the issues. They still haven't told me about that one issue. They've not been specific about that one thing that they feel like Kenyans are not ready for and probably they are not ready for. We'll have that conversation because if we don't, then who will?